Well, Nancy, thank you very much. That was very kind and far too generous. I sometimes say when I get over-introduced like that I wish my wife and mother could have been here to have heard it. My wife would have enjoyed it and my mother would have believed it. This is truly a great honor. And it is an honor because of who is giving it and the work you're doing and the change you are bringing about in America. And I am so full of admiration for it. It's also a great honor to be here in Indiana tonight. Now, when I come to Indiana, and the governor's heard me say some things kind of like this, my first thought, frankly, goes to basketball. I have my friend Bob Ingram here, who headed up GlaxoSmithKline, another great pharmaceutical company, and who admires Lilly so much. I think he used to work for them. Good friend of Governor Daniels. And he's a good friend of Coach K at Duke University. And I'm a good friend of the coach at UNC Chapel Hill. So part of what we'll do here tonight, Governor Daniels, is check out Purdue and Indiana and all these, Ball State, all these other great schools, and go back and tell folks what we're in for this year. But seriously, this is a wonderful night celebrating the work you all are doing. When Art called me and told me about this program, what you all were going to be doing at this wonderful, marvelous foundation, and told me that he was looking for a state, the best state in America, to do this project. He didn't say to pilot it, but he wanted the best to make it work. And I want to tell you, it didn't take me 5 seconds to say that the best governor in America to make this work for his own state and for our nation is Governor Mitch Daniels. We're very proud to have him on the board at the Hunt Institute. But I have watched him. I read carefully everything that's written about him, including in The Economist, when they're trying to get you to run for president, Mitch, along with all the other columnists in America, it seems. I've watched him from the moment he came into office deal with financial issues in a realistic and responsible way, find ways to improve education, stick up for it, be bold, be willing to fight for it, find friends, find partners. When I looked at the list of people who were coming tonight, every one of you around these tables, I was just amazed. Because you all are the leaders of Indiana. We have here tonight the governor. We have you wonderful legislators. I didn't get to meet many of you, but I know the work you're doing. I saw your titles. Educators, business leaders, leaders in the arts. All of you are doing this. You're making this program work in Indiana. And boy, is it working. It's been a long time since I've been as inspired as I was by these fellas tonight. Weren't you? They were amazing. They are amazing. And only 4 of them talked to us. We got a lot more around these tables. We're proud of you all. We're thankful for you. And we know that there are more like you out there. Folks, think about the potential of this, what it can be. So I'm very, very proud of all of you here in Indiana who are giving this leadership. I'm very proud, of course, to have some people with me. Bob Ingram, my dear friend, who was always my top business leader when I was governor for those years. And we had many of them who worked with us. Proud to be here with Peter Davis and Charlotte Frank from McGraw-Hill, good friends. With the head of our Hunt Institute, Judith Rizzo and Michael Gilligan. And I want to say a word about Art Levine. Here's a man who was head of probably the most prominent school of education in America, Teachers College at Columbia. And he had that school working in a wonderful way. But he was not satisfied, and he was not fooled about what was going on in education and in colleges of education. And he was dogmatic. You saw him tonight. He's like a bulldog in taking on something that needs to be changed and improved. And we need to improve the people we bring into teaching, how we prepare them, how we work with them when they go out from the colleges and universities, how we help them be successful, encourage them to be in the fields that we need them in the most, to teach in the schools that need them, the kids that need them the most. All these things you heard from these young people, and not all of them are that young, but boy, are they dedicated, and do they have that much potential. Art Levine is one of the great education leaders in America, and you're lucky to have him working with Indiana. Now, Nancy pointed out a number of the things that I've worked on in my life, and I learned from all of them. One of the things that I always did and that Mitch Daniels does is to learn, not just talk, but learn, listen to people, ask questions, read. And we're learning about how to make education work better. It's wrong to have 30% of America's kids dropping out of our public schools. It's counterproductive economically, but it's wrong morally. And the kinds of things that you're seeing happen here with this wonderful fellowship program and these wonderful new teachers is going to change that. One of the things I did that Nancy mentioned was to help found and to chair for 10 years the National Board for Professional Teaching Standards. We now have 70,000 plus nationally board certified teachers. I'm proud of them. And one of the things they do is they learn to think about their practice, to reflect on it, as some of the teachers were mentioning here tonight, to figure out how they can do it better and work with their colleagues to do it better. In my opinion, the Woodrow Wilson Teaching Fellowship Program has probably the most powerful, has the potential to be the most powerful force for change to dramatically improve teaching in America. Now, folks, every word of what I said has meaning, has the potential to be the most powerful force for change to dramatically improve quality teaching in America. I believe that's how important it is. But if it's going to succeed, it has to happen here in Indiana. Yes, they're moving now toward Michigan and Ohio, and we're going to bring them to North Carolina. But you here are the ones who are making this happen, who are proving it out, who are showing us that it can be done, and we heard it tonight from these wonderful young people. You in Indiana are leading it for Indiana and for America. Governor Daniels, thank you for your vision. Thank you for your strong leadership. Thank you to this team that you have. All of you here tonight are a part of Governor Daniels' team. To you at the university who are changing and having arts and sciences and education work together. To you, the funders who have stepped up and provided the funds, and the faculty who are willing to change the way things you're doing and be out there with the schools and mentor those teachers after they get out there. All of you are doing a wonderful job, and I am so thankful to you. This is a tough time in America. A lot of people are hurting. A lot of people have given up. A lot of people are mad and angry. And we wonder what's going to happen to our country. Well, folks, if we make this work, if we expand this and we spread it across America, and we prepare these kinds of teachers who will help our young people in the future become the kind of great citizens and productive workers they can be, we're going to have a great future in this country, and we don't have to worry about China or anybody else. That's what can happen. But we have to make it happen. I recall the words of the great John Gardner, who founded Common Cause, early Secretary of Health and Education in America. He talked about the future and what we can do. He said, "A nation is never finished. You can't build it and leave it standing like the pyramids. It has to be built and rebuilt. It has to be recreated by believing, caring men and women. It's our turn now. If we don't believe and don't care, nothing can save the nation. If we believe and care, nothing can stop us. If we believe in this program and we care enough to make it work and show it to America, and then we spread it across this land as Art Levine and this great foundation is intending on doing, we can build America. We can change the future. We can be the great nation we want to be, and that every citizen and every student in this nation deserves for us to be. Thank you all very much, and good luck, Indiana. Thank you, lady.